Hey YouTube, it's another thought of the day. Thought this would be a good follow-up for the last thing I pointed out. Last time I spoke about the concept of social contract. So where we are at this point is the nature of trade versus the nature of currency. Because a big part of social contract and how it's actually going to unfold is whether or not you're using currency or some other system. So, as you see in front of you, I have a little write-up. It's pretty concise. Trade is not what money's for. What's the purpose of trade? The purpose of trade is to facilitate the natural phenomenon of transitioning high concentration gradients and low such that they're relatively equal without conflict, or at least without violence, to prevent war. So the point of that sentence, if it's not already evident, is people trade things they don't have for things that they do have for things that they don't have, and this is supposed to create some degree of homeostasis, balance. This is what it's all about. The process of trade exists throughout nature in all sorts of forms. Osmosis, for instance, is an example. The water crosses through a membrane in order to create a situation that balances the water out across both sides of a semi-permeable membrane. You see it everywhere. It's not exclusive to civilization. It's not exclusive to science and classroom. It's what existence does. You see it with heat versus coolness. You see it with light versus dark. It's a basic fundamental. So trade is natural. Now, what's my point? The next sentence, or the next paragraph, what's the purpose of profit? The purpose of profit is to gain more for something than what was given, or to increase high to low concentration distribution. In other words, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That is the purpose of profit. Profit is war. Profit is about getting more for something than you gave, getting more for it than what it's worth. That's the fundamental concept behind profit. However, that means that somebody has to get screwed. In other words, you're taking from something. It's not high to low concentration. It's not balancing the concentration gradients. It is creating a divide, a gap. When you go to war with someone, you take what they have and you make it yours. That's what profit is. Now, we speak in Western civilization about the concept of profit as though it's a given that it's an acceptable process. It's not. Part of the reason that third world nations are third world nations is because we're going to war with them. We're not shooting guns, mostly. We're impoverishing them. And we can do so because they have a different economy of scales, something I've referenced already and will reference many, many times more, because it's a necessary component of any discussion about economics and any kind of concept of justice when it comes to anything, whether it be economics, morality, what have you. It's a fundamental, it's a crucial component of it. It's one you can't ignore, or you haven't actually discussed the topic. Right. So profit is war. Profit is raping and pillaging. Profit is theft. It's as simple as that. Just a splash on a concept that I've already got written up but haven't posted yet. When you look at a socialist country and their books approximately balance, Western civilization, or capitalistic Western civilizations look at those as countries that are going bankrupt. That's not the case. The books are supposed to balance. Profit is not sustainable. It's literally impossible to sustain profit. If you continue to grow profit, then you have taken it from someplace. The funniest thing about the people that defend the concepts of profit and capitalism are they're the same people that say there's no such thing as a free lunch. There absolutely isn't, so give it back to whoever you stole it from. That lunch wasn't free. That profit wasn't free. You took it from someone. All right, so that's it for that.